To talk to you today about with the topic of past participles used as adjectives. Okay? Go ahead and turn to someone next to you, and I would like you to talk to someone near you and describe to them, first of all, what is a past participle and what is an adjective? Because we can't go on until you understand those things. So what's a past participle? What's an adjective? Okay, that's good. We either know it or we don't, right? So let's talk about past participles first. Who has an idea of what a past participle would be? And don't say it's in the past. I know somebody's thinking about that. I'm just saying. Anybody know what a past participle is? From like English class? Yes, ma'am. It's not necessarily a pronoun. It's a form of a verb, I can tell you that. That's Jared. So we're not sure. Should I just assume we're not sure? Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's just assume you're not sure. Past participles are used in sentences like this. I know you guys are writing these notes, but they're on your desk. They have in these English sentences, we have helping verbs here and here. Don't do that. Okay? And then we have verbs in a form which is called the past participle. Here and here. Okay? So this form is what we call a past participle in English. Alright? In Spanish, you might, I don't even know if you have, I don't think we've seen it yet. So, that's our English. Has everybody had a chance to write an English one down at least? Okay, I'm going to eliminate those. So tell me then, what is an adjective? This we hopefully know. Sir?
A word that describes another word.
Okay, it's going to describe another word, which is probably some kind of noun or pronoun, right? So we had watched, and what was it, eaten? Can you think of how these words might be used as adjectives in English? Can they be?
Half-eaten pizza.
Okay, the half-eaten pizza, perfect. There's another adjective, but we have two adjectives in a row. That's great, Joe. Any others? Tanner, did you tell him that?
Yeah.
Good job, Tanner. Okay, what about watch? The most watched show in prime time or whatever. Here, these words, watch and eaten, are describing pizza and show, right? So we can see the form they're in is a past participle, but it's being used as an adjective. Okay? So with that introduction, let's talk about how we can do this in Spanish. In our chapter, we're going to use it a lot with injuries, talking about how things are hurt. Okay? So let's look at some verbs from our list. Hinchar. What's the other ones? Infectar. Cortar. There's an ER, IR. Torcer. And how about herir? ¿Cómo se dice hinchar? ¿Cómo se dice? How do I say it in inglés? To swell. Muy bien. Es un verbo, to swell. Infectar. To infect. Cortar. To cut. Torcer. Yeah, like to twist or to sprain. Salud. Herir. We know herir? Herir is to injure. Like to injure something. Okay? So before we can use them, we need to know how to make them into. Let's learn how to make them into past participles. Okay? Here's some that end in AR. Here are some that end in ER or IR. And we're going to put them in different spots because they're going to be used different ways. Oh, we'll put it down here. Okay? It's very simple to turn an infinitive verb into its past participle form. For AR verbs, we're going to drop the AR and then we're going to add avo. For ER, IR, what will we drop? Excuse me? Yes. Drop the ER or IR. And then we will add, any ideas? Ido, you're right. So I could say hinchar. What will hinchar turn into? Hinchado. Whoa, what happened there? Emergency, smart board emergency. Go, just go. There, hinchado. So this turns to swell into swollen. Okay? Infectar, to infect. How would we change that into infected?
Infectado.
Infectado. Cortar, to cut into, in English it's the same, cut. Like say like, not this. What the heck? Wow. Counselor. Okay, how about the cut leg, like they kicked a shark thing, and they cut their leg on accident. Okay, what would that be? Cortado. Down here, torcer would be torcido, and herir, herido. Will you raise your hand if you're with me so far? Like you see what we're doing? Are there any questions up to this point? Yes.
Forms of those
This is the past participle form. Okay?
What doesn't matter what we did? Like,
No. This is it. Now we want to use it as an adjective. So I'm just going to add one more thing to our discussion today. When we're using things as adjectives, sometimes I like to talk about what is that? Same number, same kind. Meaning there's 4 kinds of adjectives, right? If we were to say, show me the forms of herido, what are the forms of herido? Herido, singular masculine. What about singular feminine? Herida. What's here? Plural masculine. Heridos. And plural feminine. Herida. So whatever it is you're describing, you have to make it match. If I was talking about tobillos, ankles, how would I say injured ankles? Los tobillos heridos. If I was talking about muñeca, a wrist, the injured wrist, la muñeca herida.
So you wouldn't have to do anything for or like if you said the injured. Never mind. I just answered my own question.
Okay, no problem. I think to understand, and I'm just going to review here real quick, to understand this, understand that we are using past participle, which is a verb form, part of a verb, but we're using it as an adjective. And so first of all, we have to change our verbs into the correct forms like we're doing in this area. Okay? We have to change it first. So we have a past participle. But then to use it as an adjective, you've got to decide, do we have the same number, same kind rules working out for us? Okay? Would practice be helpful? Yeah, I think it probably would. All right. So let's take a look at that.